Lamb truck, ayy, ayy. Big body city, Lambo, Performante rose gold, and the baby blue that's cold. Lime green to snatch my soul. When I walk up in that store, I know I'm finna fold. Course up for the mode, that means sport mode. Yeah, loving the texture. Shorty be loving the seats. Peanut butter for the insides. Shorty thought that she could eat. Pirellis be all on my feet. Bellows got my weeds looking neat. It's a problem when I touch the street. Lamb truck.
Yes, sir, ski. We back in the mix, and you know it's your boy DAKROME. You know what I'm saying? We live in the mix. So guess what, peeps? Today we talking about how we finna approach lead vocals. But in this case, I'm gonna use the verse as an example because the verse is more consistent. You know what I'm saying? And how do we approach mixing the lead vocals? You know what I'm saying? So as you know, in the series I'm trying to do for my bedroom producers and, you know, just people at the amateur level trying to get a clean sound, and this sound pretty much could be represented. You know what I'm saying? We played this mix in the club the other night, and it was busting. You know what I'm saying? The speaker it filled the room up. Low end was good. So I always attest to the power of this template that I'm using. You know what I'm saying? And as we dive deeper into the template, fams, is like we gonna see some real power coming out of this little session. All right, so guess what? So I got this song named Lamb Truck. This song by me. Tell me, drop me a little comment if you think I got a little something. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna break down what I did and how I approach EQ.
Big bodies.
How I approach EQing and just processing the verse. You know what I'm saying? So if we jump to the back end, you know what I'm saying? You know, the typical chain starts like this. I never activated my autotune for this one because normally I rap in key, so I didn't add no autotune. I had 2 Pro Qs, but I was playing around with some frequencies on one, and then I decided to use this one that's activated. I got a de-esser on there. You know what I'm saying? I got RVox, the big boy RVox. You can't do nothing without that. Oh, R compressor. Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to rush the chain. And then I finished it off with RVox. And as you know from the last template, this signal flow goes into the big boy vocal bus, which has another set of processing on there. You know what I'm saying? We got some mag EQs for you know, that to add back the presence in the body once we did some subtractive EQing, right? We got a de-esser again. We got a teletronic, you know what I mean, compressor. We got some saturation, and we got another de-esser, catch some sibilances, and then we have another EQ just to catch some low end and just a little top end that might have escaped while we wasn't paying attention, right? So how did I approach this, right? The song is kind of a jumpy song, and I think Jason Joshua had said one time, people pay you for the clarity, but they respect you for the low end, right? And if you know Jason Joshua, he's one of the most sought after mix engineers out there. You know what I'm saying? I picked up on him after Pensado's place, I think. But over the years, I've been, you know, tuning into his stuff and seeing what he working with, right? So this is the vocal without the beat. My bad.
Lambo, Performante rose gold, and the baby blue that's cold. Lime green to snatch my soul. When I walk up in that stuff.
That's it with the processing, right? That's it with the processing. I'm gonna still keep it going to lift the vocal and everything, to the bus, to the Vox bus. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the channel itself and I'm gonna deactivate the plugins that I initially started processing it with, and then we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
I know I'm finna fold. Chorus up for the.
Immediately you hear that uncontrolled S's popping out the top. It's just gonna cut your ear off. Like let's say you left that in the mix and you didn't EQ it, you ran it straight to the settings that I have on my vocal bus, right? If that played in the club, that pretty much gonna chop your ear off. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, I think a lot of people think mixing is this magical voodoo thing where, oh my God, it's really just to control the vocals to not cut your head off in the club when it hits bigger speakers. Because when it's on small speakers, you can listen to it. A lot of songs is not mixed properly, bro, and they out there. But when you hear it on a club system with a proper low end, proper mid, proper high end, the high end is cutting through. You can't listen to it. It's not pleasing. It's harsh to your ears. You know what I'm saying? Right there. I have the headphones on. I almost had to take them off just now just for the purpose of this video, right? So I'm going to put the plugins back on there, right? I'm going to put it back on there. I'm going to put my R compressor back in and my RVox, right? And I'm going to say, listen to it again.
For the mode, that means sport mode. Yeah, loving the texture. Shorty be loving the seats. Peanut butter for the insides. Shorty thought that she could eat. Pirellis be all.
Wow, look at that. That's the EQ coming out of there, right? The EQ alone coming out of there just tamed and controlled it to a level. First of all, we did a level check, and when it hits this plugin, I hit this plugin at -12. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to clip my EQ at all.
Y'all on my feet. Bellows got my wheels looking neat. It's a problem when I touch the street.
Hitting in the green, -12. Them places, the plugin has time to work. We're not overpowering the plugin, right? Secondly, I have it hitting the de-esser.
Lambo, Performante rose gold, and the baby blue that's cold. Lime green to snatch my soul. When I walk up in that store, I know I'm finna fold. Chorus up for the mode.
As you see, it's called attenuation. That's how much reduction we're gonna get, right? So you see the de-esser is acting like a compressor, but in a certain frequency band. So I got that at 5506, and that's a typical sibilance error for a male vocalist, no matter what. So this is pretty much a standard set. I just played with it a little bit. I think I moved it around just a little bit, a couple nuances within the preset that was there. So I just moved it around a little bit, played with it, and as you hear, I'm gonna A/B again. You could hear the S's at the top kicking. I don't know well trained your ear is at this point of your journey that you're mixing, but you could hear the S's popping out. So you just kind of pull down them S's and T's. You know what I'm saying? I think P's two consonants, right? And it pulls them down a little bit just so that they don't poke out. Just a little tightening. Because if you go too deep, like let's say you lower the threshold so much, you kind of make your song too dull. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed this range for it. It goes to different vocals, different places, different rooms. But for this room, I chose a -39.3, and I left it there because I was like, yeah, it sounded nice. I like where it sounded. So I'm going to play it without it, and I'm going to play it with it. You check it out real quick.
That means sport mode. Yeah, loving the texture. Shorty be loving the seats. Peanut butter for the insides. Shorty thought that she could eat.
Keeping them S's in check, you know what I'm saying? Then we went to the R compressor. So I'm just hitting it light. This is my rap settings, you know, attack pretty medium, release pretty medium, you know what I'm saying? So what this is doing is taming the peaks that the vocals is jumping over. So we have a threshold set and a ratio. So the threshold at -10, a little ratio. Sometimes I play with it, and then I just do a little bit of makeup gain in the middle, just keeping it cool. The mix at 100, attack at 5, release at 50, and I thought I had this on a warm circuit, but it's on the ARC circuit. So this is with it off.
Yeah, loving the texture. Shorty be loving the seats. Peanut butter for the insides. Shorty thought that she could eat. Pirellis be all on my feet. Bellows got my wheels looking neat.
Yeah, there's a little bit of taming right there. You can hear it kick in because the RVox is still in. So I just left it in just to see what the RVox is doing too, because you know the RVox is going to be doing the heavy lifting. But this one is just giving it that nice little you know, catching them little things at the top, just not too serious. Just like, hey, tapping it. You going through, tap you back down. There's a nice little control on the peaks that's coming through this threshold. So leaving that in, and we're gonna go to the RVox. Now this is a big boy right here. I remember never ever been using the RVox before, and I used to struggle, yo. If I'm not getting the noise gate wrong, yo, I can't get the vocal to come up and feel like the lows is coming up and kind of meeting the highs in the middle, not squashing the signal too much, even though we're in the squashing era pretty much. That's acceptable these days. I used to struggle, man. Different type of compressors. I used to remember using this compressor in Pro Tools when I was using Pro Tools named Big Boom. And yo, it brought the signal up, but it brought the floor up. And if you're doing your studying when it comes to the theory of compression and all that, we're going to get deeper into that. I'm just running through what I got. When you increase the compression on the vocal and the noise is in the room, especially if you're mic and you're in a treated room, like you get all the noise from the floor, literally the noise from the floor coming up, the white noise, everything is coming up in that vocal, you know what I'm saying? Them times you thought you was mixing, you know? But with the RVox, it's really transparent and it brings the vocal right in your face. Very powerful compressor. Recommended by a lot of people. Even Jason Joshua had mentioned before. He said this RVox is his friend, and he makes platinum records, gold, diamonds. You know what I'm saying? So this is it within.
It's a problem when I touch the street. Lambo, Performante rose gold, and the baby blue that's cold. Lime green to snatch my soul. When I walk up in that store, I know I'm finna fold. Chorus up for the mode. That means sport mode.
You see how powerful that is, right? So in the context of the mix, we gonna play it back again, and that's just a little synopsis on how I approach mixing the vocals. I'm gonna go deeper, but this bedroom series is really to show you the template, show you the power of the template, right? And to see where you could go with it. But that's how I approach a lead vocal or the verse of any song that I do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just give you a little run on the song in the front, and then we're gonna exit. So catch you on the next one, where we're gonna go through another aspect of the template and to see what are we doing in some theory, right? So bear with me, let's go. Catch you on the next one.
Well, I leave my keys out. I'm go ahead and start that bitch up. Lamb truck. Got that lamb truck. Aye. Swerving and dipping, that's how I'm living. Lamb truck. Aye. Big body city, cost you a ticket. Lamb truck. Aye. Swerving and dipping, that's how I'm living. Lamb truck. Aye. Big body city, cost you a ticket. Lambo, Performante rose gold, and the baby blue that's cold. Lime green to snatch my soul. When I walk up in that store, I know I'm finna fold. Chorus up for the mode. That means sport mode. Yeah, loving the texture. Shorty be loving the seats. Peanut butter for the insides. Shorty thought that she could eat. Pirellis be all on my feet. Bellows got my wheels looking neat. It's a problem when I touch the street. Lamb truck. Aye.